Hi everyone, welcome to this live section. Today is actually a very beautiful day because we have someone that has been an inspiration to me. Seriously, I think the first time I met Miss Bukola was when I saw the flyer of NBC Trade Fair London, and I saw Schooled Africa. I just have to make a research on her, and I saw someone that is really building something tangible. And I was impressed. I wanted to connect to this personality because you know me, anything about education, learning children, I'm always interested. So today I am so glad to have her around. We are so glad to have her in the building. She's here to share her experience on the future of teaching. There's always this saying I always tell every teacher around me. The thing is, we know the educational system is changing. We know teaching is changing. The career is evolving. Everything, in fact, everything, every industry is evolving. So if you know your industry is evolving, one thing you should do is you should find the future. Find the future where this is going to and stay there. Then wait for the future to meet you. Then you will never become irrelevant. Okay, so one major way to stay relevant in any industry is to know the future of that industry. And since then, we've been looking at the future of teaching from different speakers. And today we have an icon in the educational system. She's the founder of School Africa. She's the only woman that took education from Nigeria to London. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome Miss Bukola Aleriwa. I hope I got that. Okay, so she'll be joining us now.
Hello, everyone. Amazing evening to you all. I hope everyone can hear me. Good day to you from anywhere you're watching from. Yes, my name is Bukola Oladapo, formerly known as Aleriwa. Yes, a lot of people still refer me to as Aleriwa because I haven't changed my name on social media platform. But yes, my name is Bukola. Let me combine the two, Aleriwa Oladapo. I'm the founder of Schooled Africa, and it's nice to be here with you guys. Amazing evening to everyone of you. Please, I don't know if I'm allowed to share slides so that we can go into what we have.
Yeah, sure. You're allowed.
Okay, so let me see. I don't think I'll be able to share the slide from here.
I
Can
think
you
there's
give me
a
the
present
permission?
option.
There's no present
Oh,
option here.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
So
why
what?
that's happening, but the last time we had a guest, he shared this try. But I don't know, there's not really any permission here.
I can't share from here actually. So I don't know. I can't share from there. I've checked the settings and all, so I only have mic, cam, chat, what's it called? More than leave. So I can't share from here. This is settings. In my settings I only have camera. So let's dive into what we have instead of we waiting for slides because actually I really wanted to share the slides, even though I've been a little bit under the weather. So I just have to quickly rush the slides like around 6 p.m. today. Yes, once again, my name is Bukola Aleriwa, and I'm the founder of Scoot Africa. Scoot Africa is an online educational platform that connects learners with well-vetted professional tutors for virtual one-on-one tutoring classes. And I also have a community of teachers. I call them Smart Educators Network, where I share knowledge on how they can start their online teaching career. Yes, today's teaching will be on the future of teaching. So before we go into what we have for today, I want to ask you like two questions. What does teaching, what does it mean to you? I believe everyone on this call is a teacher. So what does teaching means to you? I want you to put that in the comment box. Tell me what teaching means to you. And another thing that I want to ask you is, are you prepared? How prepared are you for the future of teaching? You might be like what she said. She said you've been listening to a lot of speakers speak on the future of teaching. So I'm asking you, are you prepared for that future? If you want to stay relevant, if you want to be on top of your game, you need to be prepared for the future. So, how prepared are you? I want you to drop the comments since we don't have the slides here. So, the future of teaching is rapidly evolving due to advancement in technology. The beauty of it is technology is changing a lot of things. So, the future of teaching is evolving. So, are you stagnant or you are also moving along with it? Is it that your colleagues will leave you behind or you want to move along with them? So I'm asking you these questions. I want you to think about it. As the future of teaching is evolving, are you also evolving? So new teaching methods are in vogue right now. A lot of teachers that I know that I have trained are not even using the old teaching methods. We have a lot of teaching styles. Are you still using your old teaching styles? Oh, the only teaching style that I know is just for me to go to the class, do this, do that. You have different types of teaching styles that you can just improve on, that you can learn. And the future of teaching, that's part of it. Another thing about the future of teaching is the need, let me say the needs of your students will change. Are you ready to change along with it? When the needs of your children change, of your students change, are you ready to adapt to the new change? So, when we want to talk about the future of teaching, we will talk about the trends. So, before we move on, I want to list the objectives of this training. At the end of this training, you should be able to know the trends of the future of teaching, and you should be able to understand the skills you need to prepare for the future. So, I want to start with the trends of teaching. Number one thing that I want to talk about is the technology integration. Technology integration. That's the first trend in the future of teaching. Technology will be the I do tell people that technology has changed a lot of things, and I don't think a lot of teachers are even ready for it. Do you know? There was a time, okay, I did a training last week, and I was having a conversation with one of them had a chat with me, and we're trying to have a one-on-one conversation. And I was asking her some kind of questions, and she did not even know. She did not even know. I used some technology terms, and seriously, she did not know. And I won't blame her. It's because she she's not changing as the future of as teaching trends are changing. She's not moving along with those trends. So reason why she was like, oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Okay, yes, someone said to me, teaching is a tool used for unlocking the potential in a kid. That's a great one. That's a great one. Thank you for that. So, technology will be at the core of teaching. Classrooms will no longer be limited to physical spaces. Right now, I know a lot of people who have left physical classroom. They've left the four walls of the classroom. They are now into online teaching. And that is that's the trend. As at now, that's the trend. So, are you moving along with the trend? If I should ask some teachers right now that, oh, what's the trend? What's trending about teachers, about teaching? What's going on? A lot of them say, I don't know. Some people did not even know how to use Google Meet. They did not know how to sign up on Zoom. Tell me, how will they understand the trend that is going on? So, virtual and hybrid classrooms are no longer more common, allowing students and teachers to connect from anywhere in the world. So this means that digital tools like learning management system, that's LSM, educational apps, and online collaboration tools will be key in delivering lessons and managing student progress. If you want to manage, okay, let me put it this way, like educational apps is really, really helping students right now. Is one of the things that is trending, especially those who are into online teaching. Even though in your physical classrooms, there are ways in which you can input those educational apps. Like there's this app, Kahoot. Kahoot is a game app, and I know a lot of teachers who are teaching in international schools. They integrated those Kahoots. I think Kahoots. There's one other game, and there's one. I think I've forgotten those names of those apps. So there's a way they are integrating those apps into their teaching, just to make learning fun, engaging, and interactive. And trust me, your students will not be bored when you are using that. And another thing is learning management system. That is LSM. LSM, we have a lot of platforms that are using LSM. I think Tutoria is a learning management system. I think they have that. I think Gradely as well. School Africa is also building one. So learning management system, what it does is it helps you to manage your students, especially those people who are into online teaching, and you have like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 or more teachers and students, and you want to manage them. You want to see what they are up to, what they are doing. So the learning management system will really help you to put those things together, to monitor them, to see what they are up to. You can send emails, you can send reminders for classes, you can send reports. It will help you manage all your activities. So technology integration is really trending right now, and it's changing. It's part of the future of teaching. Are you ready for it? And when we want to talk, we'll also talk about virtual and augmented reality. Like it helps, this technology will create immense experience that brings subjects to life. If you want to, the way you teach will change, personalized learning, like a lot, because in a classroom setting, we do normally have, some schools do have 10 students, up to 30 sometimes. and those students might not be able, sorry, those students might not be able to understand what you are teaching. So a lot of parents now want a personalized learning. They are looking for teachers who will help them handle their children one-on-one. So are you ready for it? Do you have the skills it takes for that? Do you have the resources? Do you have the materials? Do you have the training for that? Then another thing is artificial intelligence. This will help you tailor, it will help you tailor your lessons to individual students' needs. Like I know I have a friend that is trying to build a website. Like you can use that website to create your lesson plan. You want to create a lesson plan, lesson notes, and all that. It's AI integrate. So they integrated AI. There's a way you enter those things and to bring out all the activities, things you need to do, and examples, every other thing. It will bring those things to you. So are you ready for that? Artificial intelligence is one of the things that will change the future of teaching. It's already changing it right now. And trust me, it's going to change it in the future as well. So it's part of those things that is trending right now. So AI can analyze a student performance. There's a way when you integrate AI, it will analyze your student performance and suggest resources to improve their understanding. Like when a child is not doing well, AI will tell you the child is not doing well in this area, and you can improve in this area and in that area. So that's one of the trend of the future of teaching. Number one, technology integration. So I'm moving to the second one. The second one is shifts from teacher-centered to student-centered learning. It's not all about the teacher anymore. It's about the student. So there will be a shift from teacher-centered to student-centered learning. So the traditional model where the teacher is the central figure imparting knowledge will shift. In the future, students will take a more active role in their learning. Teachers will act as a guide or facilitators rather than just sources of knowledge. So that's part of the future of teaching. In the future, you will be like a facilitator, a mentor, a coach to those students. So the students will take a more active role in their learning. They want to do a lot of things themselves, like do a lot of research. I remember a student of mine that I was teaching online. Anytime we spoke about a topic and all that, she will always say that I know, and I will be wondering, how do you know about it? I read about it online. I googled it. I searched, and I saw something and I read about it. It was interesting. And she will be analyzing everything she read to me. What's that thing? She's trying to take charge of her own learning. So I am now like a mentor to her. I'm like a coach to her. So are you ready for that? That's one of the trends. It might not, yes, you might say that it's not that trending. It's one of those things that will trend in the future. So project-based learning. So instead of children memorizing facts, students will work on real projects, real world projects. Instead of you saying the law of motion says that, the law of motion says that, that same law of motion they've been teaching us since my secondary school. I finished secondary school in 2004, yes. So the same thing they've been saying since that 2004 is the same thing that they are still teaching them right now. So it will not be like a memorizing fact anymore. It will be like a real world project that will help them apply what they've learned. They want to carry it out. I was in secondary school, they would tell us and do this practical. It is only when we want to do it that we will do practical. But right, the future, they will want to practice it. Oh, there was a time I was teaching a child online, and it was science. I think what's the topic? It's basic science. Okay, solid matter, different state of matter, how solid can change to liquid, gas. So I gave her examples. Do you know that this girl carried out the practical? What I told her in the class, she carried it out, and she told her dad to do the recording, and her dad sent it to me. That Tiwa said I should send this video to you. I watched it and I was like, wow, that's what will happen in the future. Enough of when they will now memorize, and we have maybe 100 state of matter, we have 3 state of matter, and the study, that one will change in the future. You tell them, especially the kind of children that we have right now. You will tell them something, they will tell you, no, that's not what I read online. Have you met those kind of students before? So that's part of the future of teaching. Another one is students will learn new concepts outside of classroom. That's flipped classrooms. They will learn new concepts outside of classroom. It might be via video or reading or anything. And they will use classroom time for discussions like maybe hand-on activities, problem solving, or increased engagement that allows them for deeper understanding. That is what will happen in the future. Your students will no longer come to class, and they will not be telling you that, oh, you tell them, I'm kind of looking for science topic that I can use, for example, and you tell them, okay, write those notes in your notebook, and they will be writing it down. Enough of that. They want to carry out those experiments to see what is really going on. And another thing is they will get home. You know that a lot of students right now, they want to use their parents' phone, Google, read videos, YouTube. They want to learn themselves. So it's not about what you told them in the classroom. And sometimes they will even come to the classroom and you'll be telling them something, they will be telling you no. Have you met those kind of students before? If you have the kind of children that we have right now in your classroom, have you met them before? They will argue with you. Those are the kind of students that have done their own research themselves. Sorry. They've done the research themselves. So that's the future of teaching. Are you ready for it? How prepared are you? Is it that your student will throw you off balance? That when you get to class, you will be teaching and they will ask you one question and you'll be shivering. Like, oh, how am I going to answer this question? Are you ready for it? So I've mentioned 2 trends. The third one I want to mention is lifelong learning and skill development. Lifelong learning and skill development. I don't know why I can't share my slides. So I'm just trying to, so you can jot it down. The focus is shifting towards teaching students how to learn, adapt, and develop skills they will need for life. The focus is shifting towards teaching students how to learn, adapt, and develop skills they will need for life. The future workplace will require continuous learning to keep up with new technology and job demand. You know, now a lot of things that we are not taught in schools. They didn't teach us during my own time. But now there was one of my cousin she's in I think JS1 or JS2. And I saw her curriculum. They are doing entrepreneurship right now. They are doing entrepreneurship. They are teaching them skills that they will need in life. That's the future of teaching. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? How ready are you? Because when I started, I asked the question, how ready are you for the future? What are you doing to prepare for the future? Will you still be relevant in the future? Or your mates will be moving and you'll be looking at them like, how will I start? It's better for you to start now so that when we get to the future, you'll be prepared. You'll be prepared. So, critical thinking and problem solving, like teachers will emphasize those skills to prepare students for rapid changing world. At School Africa, we also teach students critical thinking and problem solving skills. We also teach them that. That's part of what will set you apart. What makes you different? If everybody is doing this and we are doing math, English, science, blah, blah, blah. Everybody is doing math, English, science, languages, coding, yes. What makes you different? We teach our own students critical thinking and problem solving skills because they need that in the future. That will help them. So are you ready for it as well? Do you even know what they call critical thinking skill? Do you even know what is problem solving skill? So you need to do your research on that and learn it. Learn those skills yourself before you can teach your students. Because you can't teach what you don't have. You need to equip yourself first before giving it out. I hope you guys are learning. I hope you can hear me because I'm not even seeing comment from here. So another thing is collaboration and communication. I hope you can hear
We can
me.
hear you. We can hear you. Yeah, we
Okay,
can
great.
hear you. And
Fantastic.
it's a lot. I'm getting a lot already.
Thank
Right
you.
on.
All right, thank you. So collaboration and communication is under lifelong learning and skill development. So as jobs become more global and interconnected, teaching students how to work together and communicate effectively will be essential. You need to prepare for the future because you will need to teach your students collaboration and communication. That's part of the things that will trend in the future. It's trending right now. It might not be, maybe it's still like 20-30%, but in the future, trust me, it's gonna go wow. So you want to teach them how to work together, how to communicate effectively. So collaboration and communication is part of the things that you will need in the future. The fourth one, I think I've mentioned three, right? The first one was technology integration. The second one was shift from teacher-centered to student-centered learning. And the third one is lifelong learning and skill development. So I'm moving to the fourth one rather, which is inclusion and diversity. Sorry, inclusion and diversity. The future of teaching will place a greater emphasis on inclusion, ensuring that education is accessible to all students regardless of their background, ability, or location, which is already happening right now. No matter your location, no matter your background, no matter your ability, that's what School Africa is doing. We are making learning, education accessible to all. Some people will tell, Bukola, you guys are charging so low. I know we are charging so low because we want to make education accessible to all. No matter your background, we want you to have access to education. No matter your location, we want you to have access to the education. No matter your ability, we want you to have access to education. So this means using different method tools and resources to support students with different learning style and needs. We're gonna, like, one of the diversity, you need to learn different methods. As a teacher, you need to learn different methods. You need to know different tools. You need to know different resources that will support your students with different learning styles and needs. You have 30 students in your class. They all have different needs. They all have different learning styles. Do you have the teaching style that will suit each of their needs? In the future, everything will change because the needs of those students will change. Do you have the resources for it? Do you have the materials? Do you have the tools? Do you have the method for it? What are you doing to prepare for the future? You know, students with disabilities, it will be in the future like, even though right now a lot of students, they might not know, a lot of them, a lot of learning disabilities, a lot of them will say is autism. Not everything that is autism. Me, I did not know I didn't know the names of those learning disabilities, but I've registered for a training because I really want to prepare for the future as well. So I had to register for a training so that I will learn those things and learn how to tailor each of it to my students. It's not everything that is autism. It is not all learning disabilities that is autism. We have different learning disabilities. So as a teacher, you need to prepare for the future so that you will be able to identify. Some parents will even tell you, my child is having autism. And do you know how to teach child with it is when you now meet those children, you will now tell the child that you now know that it's not autism. So are you prepared for it? You need to learn those things too, so that you will be able to tailor your teaching to your students. So another one I want to talk about is teacher collaboration and professional development. You see this one, you need to be prepared for it. Teachers collaboration and professional development. That professional development as a teacher, you need to prepare for it. Because if you did not develop yourself, how do you want to be relevant? How? I don't know. If you did not develop yourself, how will you stay relevant in the future? Professional development is one of the things that should be your major goal every month. What are you doing differently this month? What are you learning this month? It will not be necessarily, everything might not be like paid courses. No. Google is your friend. So what are you learning? How are you developing yourself? The future of teaching will require continuous learning, not just for students, but for you teachers as well. Continuous learning. That's the future of teaching. The future of teaching will require continuous learning, not just for your students, but for you as a teacher, because you want to be relevant, you want to stay up there. As an educator, you will need to consistently update your skills and collaborate with your peers to stay current, to know what is in vogue, to stay on the trend. You need to update your skills every time. Update your skills. The way okay, it was a friend I was having a chat with him. Okay, it was my husband, and I was like, the way they taught us that it was the particular topic, and I was like, the way they taught us this topic is, and the way when I was still in the four walls of the classroom, the way I was teaching it then is different from the way they're teaching it now. Because I saw someone teaching that same topic, I had to stay at the back because I went to a school for a training. I had to stay at the back and I was looking at that teacher and I was interested because I really want to update my skill. I was so interested. Like I love the way this person is. The method was different from the way I was taught, the way I know it. So I had to learn it. So as a teacher, you need to update your skills. You need to, professional development is one of the things that will allow you to stay up there and remain up. There's a difference between you and being at the top and remaining there. If you did not develop yourself, you did not update your skills, you can't stay at the top. A lot of people will pass you, they will leave you. You still think that you are at the top. My dear, you are at the middle, even though down safe. And don't if you want to pay for professional courses, please do. It is very, very important. Do pay for professional courses. It will help you. It will help you. At least with that, you'll be able to know what's on trend. Are we in the future? We are getting there gradually. And another thing I spoke about was teachers' collaboration. How are you collaborating with other teachers? It is very, very important though. Because if you are not collaborating, how will you get information? It is very, very important. Part of the things that will make you stay relevant is teachers' collaboration. Because you get updates, you get information, you get, because when you are collaborating with other teachers, you guys will work together, like share best practice, support each other's and challenges in classroom and all that. You can collaborate together. I have someone then, maybe early this year, that will just call me, hello, Miss Bukola. Hey, I'm having this, there's a particular girl in my class. How am I gonna handle it? Blah blah blah. The lady attended my training, I think last year. So she's one of those people that have access to me. So she can call me anytime and we can talk anytime. So she will just ask questions and all that. I will just have to talk to her about it. That's part of teachers' collaboration. So how to overcome challenges and all that. There was a time she was talking about her mental health. I referred her to a friend who I know that is a mental health professional. So I referred her to that friend, and my friend was able to talk to her and all that. So assuming she didn't pay for a course, she won't have access to that. She won't have access to a community that she can call her own. So you need to join a lot of communities. Teachers communities. We have teachers communities out there that you can join that will help you. Then professional development will actually is increasingly moving online. So aside you developing yourself, you're also developing your income. Yeah, you're also developing your income. Do you know, okay, it was this year. I paid for some of my teachers. We were like 7 because it was batch by batch. I paid for 7 teachers, another 7 doing the training now. I think Microsoft certificate, a Microsoft certificate for educators like that. And I was like, oh, I posted it in my teachers group. Teachers working with School Africa. Who are those interested? Come and see. And I was like, okay, I think the training was like 70,000 or so, close to I think 68,000. I forget that. So we had to pay for seven. That we can only afford seven people for now. The next batch will be maybe after 3 months, another seven people. I think the training was 1 month or 2 months. So when we paid for them and they did the training, after the exam, they updated their CV. And do you know that one of them, they called her for, I think, a training in Abuja. And she was like, when she sent her CV, a MEC certified, I don't know how she put it, and something like that. It increased her pay. It increased her pay. So you're not only developing yourself, you're also developing your income because it will help you. It will really, really help you. Excuse me. So you can take online courses because it is very, very flexible. It is very flexible. It is accessible to all teachers. You can learn anywhere, anytime, at your own pace. So you can do that. You can take courses. I think Coursera. You can take free courses on Coursera on teacher development and all that. So you can just go online and do that. So as a teacher, what are the skills that you need for the future of teaching? What are the skills that you need? Number one is digital literacy. Hey, sorry. Number one is digital literacy. That's one of the skills that you need. Don't let anybody deceive you. Number one skill that you need is digital literacy because you need to know how to use technology tools. You need to be proficiency in educational technology. Like I said, a lot of people they don't even know how to use Google Meet. A lot of people they don't know how to use Google Classroom. A lot of people they don't know how to use Zoom. And I think I saw an update. I got an email as well about this Google Meet. Is it yes, Google Meet whiteboard. And as a teacher, they said they will be removing it, I think, from October. And I need to do my research. What's the alternative? How can we go about it? So that's part of being being illiterate. So as a teacher, digital literacy is very, very important. It's one of the skills that you need to learn. One of the skills that you need to learn. Then the cocoa, I don't know, maybe for now, or I know it's one of the skills you need to learn for the future as well. It's content creation. If you do not know how to create content in the future, it will be hard for you to adjust. So learn it now to prepare for the future. You need to learn how to develop engaging and interactive materials. Maybe you want to sell lesson notes. The future, a lot of people will, all this online thing will be more advanced. So maybe you want to sell lesson notes to students. If you do not know how to create an engaging lesson notes, how will you make money? Even though if it's a video creation, a video content that you want to do, if you don't know how to create engaging videos, how will you make money? How will you be relevant in the future? So you need to learn, one of the skills you need to learn is content creation. Another skill that you need to learn, this my top it all, is communication. You need to learn how to communicate. Effective communication. Because if you do not know how to communicate, you might not be relevant. Communication is part of the future of teaching. Effective communication. You need to learn that. That's one of the skills that you need to learn to prepare yourself for the future. It's relevant now. It's relevant for the future as well. Another thing that you need to learn is emotional intelligence. What's wrong with this? Emotional intelligence. You need to, one of the key skills that you need to learn: empathy, self-awareness, social skills. They are all part of emotional intelligence. So you need to learn it. You need to learn it as a teacher. It's relevant now. It's relevant for the future. So how prepared are you as a teacher? Are you prepared? Are you ready? I hope you guys are listening. I hope you are learning one or two things, because it's as if I'm just talking to myself. It's as
We
if
are
I'm just talking to
learning.
myself.
We are.
Okay. It's as if I'm just talking to myself. So you need to be ready for
No,
that.
we are.
You need to be ready. Emotional intelligence. So to me, those are the top 4 skills you need to learn: digital literacy, communication, content creation, emotional intelligence. You need to learn those 4 skills to be relevant in the future. It will help you now, because it will help you prepare for the future. But with that, it will help you now as well. So now we want to move to how teachers can prepare for the future. Oh, I've been talking about how prepare for the future. Prepare for the future. Then how can you prepare for the future? Number 1 is stay updated with technology. Technology is changing things. It's changing a lot of things. So you need to stay updated with technology. Take time to learn how to use those technology that they are using. Now it is Zoom, Google Meet, Zoom, Google Meet. Take your time to learn how to use it. Take your time. So any new teaching tools, like now, if you are not in a community, if you are not taking professional courses, if there is no teacher collaboration, how will you stay updated with technology? How? So you should know that those things that I've said earlier, it will help you in the future. How will you stay updated? Because you won't get information. You won't. So you need to develop yourself. You need to collaborate with other teachers. You need to join community before you can stay updated. So take time. So take time to learn how to use teaching tools and integrate technology in your lessons. Take time to learn new teaching tools. If there is any teaching tools, oh, there's a new teaching, please take your time to learn it and integrate technology into your teaching. Integrate technology into your teaching. Don't just let it be. Today we want to give examples in illustration, like what they can relate to. Then integrate technology. You can like give them like a game. Do you get? Integrate this technology into your teaching. Then be open to change. A lot of teachers are still behind. A lot of teachers will tell you, what is it called? I have masters in engineering. I'm teaching in so with your masters. How much are you earning? My salary is 50,000. Because you are not open to change. That's why you're still earning 50,000 as a master. With your master certificate. You are not open to change. And if you are not open to change now, how will you be ready for the future of teaching? Tell me. So the education landscape is changing fast. It's changing fast. So be willing to adapt your teaching methods and try new approaches. You are still in that school because you don't have anything to offer. You can be proud of your master's degree. Yeah, master's certificate. We don't hear you. Aside your master's certificate, what else do you have? Tell us. What skills do you have? What's your new learning style? Tell us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because you can't work in a school that will pay you 250,000, 300,000 because you have nothing to offer. You are not open to change. You don't know how to use technology. You don't have any new skills. So you need to be open to change. That's how you can prepare for the future. You need to open to change. Well, everything is changing. What's in vogue? Okay, can I learn? Okay, what are the things that I'm doing wrong? How can I make it right? Then learn from it, learn new method, and try new approaches. Then you are good to go. Then it's not only you changing your life. Like I said, forget about it though. We all have passion. We all have passion. Yes, it is passion. But do you know what? We also have something that will motivate us, which is money. So that's it. So another one is focus on student-centered learning. Focus on student-centered learning. Like encourage students to take responsibilities for their learning and provide opportunities for them to engage in hands-on real-life projects. Encourage your students to take responsibility for their learning. Like you can give them homework, ask them to do research, ask them to read about it. That's how you can prepare for the future. Ask them to do research. You can direct them to a YouTube video, ask them to watch it, then ask them questions about what they learn. So let them take responsibilities for their own teaching as well. So that is how you can focus on a student-centered learning. Then another one is I've spoken about this before. I'm talking about it now because that's how you can prepare. Sorry. That's how you can prepare for the future of teaching. Collaborate with other teachers. Collaborate with other teachers. Join online communities, attend workshops, and participate. Don't just say that, oh, I'm there. I just want to learn quietly. If you are learning quietly, nobody will know you. But if you are contributing, they are reading your comments. They want to search, who is this guy? Akonde Said. This guy always drop reasonable comments. Let me Google this guy. Let me search for him on Facebook. And I'll go out search. I will follow you from there. You are building your network. So don't just say that you want to be there, you just want to see what is going on now. So attend workshops and participate. Also participate in professional development opportunities to share ideas and learn from others. Share your ideas. Maybe you're in a group and they, can we do this? You can say, oh no, why can't we do it this way? Share your ideas. Don't be authoritative. Share your ideas. So collaborate with other teachers. That will really help you in preparing for the future. Because when you join community, that's when they will be dropping updates. It's not possible for you to be in a community of, let me say, 500 people and 500 teachers. And out of those 500 teachers, they will not see people that will be getting updates that will be dropping in that group. This is what is on Bukola. This is what is trending. Oh yeah, follow. Oh yeah, follow. Oh yeah, follow. Oh yeah, learn. Oh yeah, learn. So as a teacher, You need to prepare for the future. You need to prepare for the future. So by embracing these changes, teachers will be better, you will be better equipped to help your students succeed in the world that is more interconnected, digital, dynamic than ever before. So back to my question. When we started, how prepared are you for the future? Don't just attend trainings. Please, anything you learn from the training, work on it and take actions. Don't just learn. This one is talking, this one is talking, this one is. I'm learning. Yes, we are learning. Can we see the impact in your life? Is your life changing? Don't just learn. You want your life to change as well. When your life change, maybe what you've learned, when you're able to take action, implement, then trust me, your life will never remain the same. Your income will never remain the same. So I want to leave you with this word. Teaching is not just about imparting knowledge. Teaching is not just about imparting knowledge. It's about empowering minds to explore, adapt, and thrive in a constantly evolving world. I will take that again. Teaching is not just about impacting knowledge. It's about empowering minds to explore, adapt, and thrive in a constantly evolving world. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've been able to give you 1 or 2 points on how to prepare for the future of teaching and how it's going to better your life and as well change your income. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me. Um, I can't see the questions. So if you have any question, you can drop your question so that at least I can attend to that and we can move on from there. Thank you.
All right, I don't think anyone has dropped, but while we wait, thank you so much. Like, this is a master class. This is really a master class, and personally, I've learned a lot, and I believe every other person following must have learned one thing or the other.
Yeah.
And I am so glad that you honored our invitation. I just said, let me send. I wasn't, I wasn't expecting a positive response, but I said, it's better I try. Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah.
really excited that you honored our invitation, and thank you for the knowledge you've shared. It was a lot. It has helped me personally a lot. I also teach online, and there are so many things you've talked about online teaching and learning and other things. And thank you for that word that a teacher is a lifelong learner, because I was battling with paying for one course recently. I wanted to do a workbook. I got a
Mhm.
designer to do the workbook, but then it seems as if no one is understanding what I really
Standing
want
what
to
you want
do.
to do.
Then yesterday, I was debating, should I pay for someone to teach me how to do it so I can do this myself? I was just
Mhm.
debating, and I think I got it. It's better I just learn and do it myself, because the designer was not just getting it. Like, I really, I don't want something that's already in the market. There's something else in my
Mhm.
head, and the more I try to explain, the more it looks like he's not getting
It looks complicated to them.
it. So thank you. Someone said, thanks for this great opportunity you're giving us, Mopa. Thank you so much, Akande Sahid, for joining. Thank you, Drag. Thank you, Mrs. Bukola. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. The knowledge, it was superb. Thank you. Thank you. It's a master class. Like, this is something we pay for to attend that you just gave us for free. Thank
Sure.
you so much. And thank you for the impact you're making in the entire educational system. I see your work. I see
Thank
what you
you.
do. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love to see people that wants to make a difference. We've suffered
Yeah.
enough in Nigeria. Our
Yes,
students
sir.
in Nigeria, we've had enough, and we really appreciate that people like you are out there to make a difference in the life of teachers and students as well. So we
And we
appreciate
also
everything.
have, sorry, we also have an offer because actually we are trying to build a website. So that
Okay.
website is like, let me call it, it's like all in one platform for quality education. So as an online teacher, I don't know if we have a lot of online teachers on this platform. So as an online teacher or an online school, maybe you are looking for a platform where you can do your online classes and you can send emails, coordinate your students, manage your students, your teachers and all that. So our platform does that. So all you just have to do is register and all that. So I think when we will launch very soon by next month, then we'll keep updating on our social media so that you guys will get to see it.
All right, thank you. I'm following. I am following you closely, like closely. I am really a good follower. And thank you so much. I think we've come to the end of this class. It was a wonderful one, and I enjoyed it. And I believe everyone else enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. So see you next time. We'll communicate in our group for the next
All right.
upcoming meeting. Bye.
Thank you.